What's good, guys? Back again with another video. Basically today we're going to fill the car with fluids and put on the oil filter. That's the only things I didn't get. I need to get the front engine mount for the engine. I'm gonna see if I can find it at the parts store here, and then we're gonna prime the engine and see if see if it starts after I get it primed up. So let's go ahead and top it off with oil and put on the oil filter, and then we should be good to go. Alright guys, I'm going to push forward the car a little bit. Alright guys, I went ahead and put on the filter, got the car jacked up. So now we're gonna go ahead and put some more oil. Alright guys, we got the battery on, but since I already have the air filter on the box, everything, I can't disconnect the injectors, and I can do the coil packs, but if I leave the injectors on with the key on, it's gonna spray fuel in the cylinders, which I don't want to do. So what I'm gonna do is jump the starter from the wire down here without even having the key in, and let it swing over, and then I'm start it with the key. So with the key off, key out, I can swing it like that, and it should be good. Prime up the motor a little bit before I start it. So let's go. Guys, I basically use this extra piece from a trailer. Put the white wire down there to the starter wire. So basically, if I touch it, it should swing. See, like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it swing for a while, and then it should be good. All right, let's go. I think that should be good, so let's go ahead and see if it starts. Alright guys, I'm in the car now. First time giving it power to the dash. Make sure there's no leaks. It's making all kind of noise. Fuel pump coming on. Let's see if it'll start without the key. Nope. So car is factory, so basically the clutch on. Whoop. She's starting. Let it prime a little bit more. Battery died. I'm gonna go ahead and change it quick. Alright guys, now we got an engine start, so let's see. She wants to start. Let me go ahead and put a battery. That's the battery. Something. It's charging, but you don't want to start. Alright guys, I've been having issues with the car, like it would want to start, but I figured, I'll plug out each sensor one by one and see if it works. I'm gonna see if it does it. You guys, well, I recorded what it did, when I tried to start it. So I think the crank sensor is bad. So let's go ahead and try it again. Let's see if it does it. Because without it, it starts. So let's see if it starts. See, it doesn't want to start. Then look when I plug it out. When I plug it out, you can see, try to do it. Pull the wire up here so it doesn't get caught up. When I plug it out, it starts. So look at this. See, look at that. See, it starts. Ain't that weird? So I think I have to get a crank sensor and get that replaced, but it runs and everything. So let me go ahead and turn it off. So basically, I have to take off the engine cover again. Damn. To change that, you gotta take it off, the crank pulley, all the belts, all that stuff again to change the crank sensor. But so far, I didn't see any oil leaks, and I just gotta put some water in here, and then when I get it, running to operating temperature, then I'm gonna let it cool off and then put coolant. That way it can flush the system. Alright guys, we basically have the car running, letting it run to get out all the air pockets from the cooling system. So you can see it's bubbling up. So far, so good. So so far so good. You can see it's running without the crank sensor, so I'm gonna go ahead and find one and get it changed, and then car should be good. Waiting for the fan to kick on. So we'll see if it comes on. Alright guys, I had to also jump the fan because the sensor to me seems not working. So now I'm gonna get a brand new sensor for the fan and a crank sensor. So because I noticed you can tell by the steam, if it starts steaming, then the fans are not kicking in. Well, right now it's feeling cool with the fan on, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. Seems to be doing better. I'm gonna go ahead and jack the car down so that jackson should be good. see if I can move the car around the house. We're at that flat tire pretty flat right there. Alright guys, I'm gonna see the car drive under its own power. See this reverse. Adjust the mirror. Okay. Alright, moves good. Alright. Seems to move good. Yeah, right now the car is in limp mode because you know, it don't have the crank sensor, so it'll run off the last map on the ECU for it to run. So gotta burn off that rust in the rotors. Pretty goes in gear pretty easy. Car got 190,000 miles, which ain't too bad for older Honda. Alright, so yeah, seems to be running good. Alright guys, so basically the car is running and notice an oil leak underneath, so I may try to check. You can't really see it, but you see that seal right there? This seal that goes on the side, look like that is no good. So I'm gonna have to put back the other seal and put a new O-ring, some silicone, and then that should fix that issue. So I went ahead and washed it off. I actually got to move the car because I'm gonna put the van in this spot. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.